what is your say to the youth that, if they would like to enter into politics or they would like to be a part of this, is it a good place to be?
I think so. Politics is one of the most important place where you can make the change happen. Youth has to understand that to be a change maker, you have to be there. If you have the limit, please come to the Lok Sabha, come to the Vidhan Sabha and make the change happen. We all need the youth energy, but the genuine youth energy.
We are a multilingual state and a country. We are a multi-religion people. There are so many religions that we hear, but why are we still fighting for Hindu-Muslim?
Sensible people are not fighting. Please understand. It's few people who have made this their business, they are fighting. So it's finished.
Superb. Rahul Gandhi ji and Tejaswini Yadav regarding the visit of MK Stalin's visit to Bihar. Now, why was this? Why did you do that? What was the reason behind it?
Because I want them to make politics better. That's what they're claiming, na? They're worrying for the common man. If they had the power of calling MK Stalin to Bihar, especially what DMK and other people have said about Biharis and Hindi language, then it was also the responsibility of Rahul Gandhi and Tejasvi Yadav to make MK Stalin say on the stage that Bihari and Tamil are brothers. Whatever has happened, forget it, let's start a new future. This would have made the relationship better, na? People are trying their best, they are sensible, they are making but it's the responsibility of politicians to make it more better. If you cannot make Mr. Stalin do that also, what else he'll offer to Bihar? Just for the face show.
Now, when you coming in from there, and how does it feel when you hear this? Because it comes as a shame. We are a part of the same country, we are same people, but people do address them. Arey, Bihari hai ye to. How does it land on you?
Shame for who? It's just the mindset. It's a proud being a Bihari. Marathi ko they call Marathi only, na? So you're from Bihar, you're Bihari, a proud Bihari. I'm from Jharkhand. Before I was from Bihar, so I'm a Jharkhandi also, Bihari also. So this is a mindset issue. Who is calling you that? This is the insecurity.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Expert Room, where vision meets conversation. I am your host Simran, and in this show we meet the visionaries. Yes, we come face to face with the change makers. And I'm so very glad that today on this episode, I am meeting one of the great change makers of the society. He is a visionary leader, working for the society and especially with the youth. He's not just a political leader, he is an environmentalist, he is a philanthropist, and what not that he's doing. I'm so very glad that he's sitting next to me and we would get to know a lot about him in the show called The Expert Room. Very warm welcome to you, Surya sir.
Thank you so much.
We have with us Mr. Surya Sonal Singh. What a grand name that you already have. Coming in from the legacy of parents, like a father who's worked in the public sector, he's been serving the society. Your grandfather, he was a judge, and so much that you've learned from your family itself. What made you to be a leader that you're here?
Well, my grandfather and my father, they both were dealing with the public's emotions directly or indirectly, officially and also unofficially. So it's a very big shoe to fill in terms of legacy. So it's very tough. I have learnt their wisdom and also got cautioned of the mistakes which has happened, because when you are dealing with millions of people's emotions and also giving them justice because they have faith on you because of the institution you are occupying that time. So, it's a very big shoe to fill in. So, got to learn many things while growing up, and I hope that I can value add things to make people's life better, because if you choose a service where you are dealing with the people directly, then you should always be very responsible for your words and you should value your words. So I'm trying to just make it more transparent, and I hope that with the time, people will also remember me fondly and dearly.
I'm so sure, because the kind of work that you're doing, there's so much that we have to ask you today on this platform. This I wanted to know about your personal life, and of course your family inspired you and you here as a leader. Now I'm coming to a very important aspect. Like if I see the present scenario, the American tariff, you see that there's a big issue and it's a hue and cry across the world. It's a global conversation. Now, what is your say about it? How is it going to affect India?
I think so. This shall pass soon, and there'll be a very favorable result because India and America have been a very responsible world powers. I agree, and it's very unfortunate that few statements were made in this episode, which has tarnished the image globally. But again, I'm very sure that US and India will collaborate and work towards a better world.
Yeah, I'm also looking forward to it, but there's so much that we need to work upon. And I really feel that you're a die-hard fan of Modi ji. Yes, so that you, of course, from BJP, you're coming in from that political background. And recently you also mentioned that, his image should be there on the currency, like we have for Mahatma Gandhi ji. Now, why is that? What thought that came into your mind that you wanted to impose this, that his picture should be there?
Okay, let's be very practical. Let's not talk from BJP or congressman angle. I'm talking as a human, like normal Indian. Uh, Modi ji has done many schemes. So, which of his schemes stands out the most and is the most apt, if it happens, will change the life of all the humans who are like in India also and outside also? That's Swachh Bharat. Because Gandhi ji is already on the note. And Gandhi ji statement, one of his statement was that sanitation is more important than independence. He once said that. So just imagine for what type of cleanliness he stood for. And I'm not saying now, I said like how we remember Gandhi ji for his wisdom, for his thing, and his main objective, Swachh Bharat. Modi ji as a prime minister has been the most prominent out of all the independent era prime ministers who has taken Swachhta at such a large scale. And results have happened. I agree some toilets are not getting serviced after being made. But if you see in general, lot of good things have happened. And we are working to make it more better. So if in a due course of time, I'm not saying today, in 10, 15 years, we actually achieve a clean India and which is seen by all, would the young generation would not like to remember him like they remember Mahatma Gandhi because the entire country is clean. Gandhi ji saw the dream, and through Modi ji, we all completed it. And if that happens, then I'm sure that as an Indian, you would also like to see him on the note. If it happens, I'm saying he's that scheme. So I just floated this idea which came from my heart. He's working a lot. Obviously, there needs to be a lot done, especially how to take care of the waste management and make the sanitization more nice. But once it happens, and in 15, 20 years, we see that India has stood out and it is actually a Swachh Bharat. So what is the best gift to give it to a man whose vision was carried forward after Gandhi ji, Modi ji?
No, I think your ideology is very good. Of course, the way Modi ji is working, I think we should highly respect because he's brought about a lot of change in the society. And so is that you are doing. The most foremost thing that I would like to say that you've been also been called as the voice of young India. Now, when I say that, you are working relentlessly for the young Indians, for the youth of the society. I have a very important question. This political industry and the whole scenario has never been landed so greatly on the youngsters. We've seen a lot of ruckus has happened. Now, here you as a leader, you as a person who's of course, you're just giving so much to the society and also inspiring Indians. What is your say to the youth that if they would like to enter into politics or they would like to be a part of this? Is it a good place to be?
I think so. Politics is one of the most important place where you can make the change happen. It's just that we need more responsible, and why not? Youth has to come up. One thing which I want to make a very less in politics, if I can do, is that get rid of insecurity, encourage youth to come and join, and who can deliver, because politics is something you have to be people's man. And for that, if you sit there and make things more transparent, come help us. We all need a youth team. Make the system more transparent, but still at the same time respect people's privacy. Let everyone have a good quality of life. Let's not enforce our thoughts on people's daily affairs. If it's not damaging the country to an extent that there is a defense alert or something, let everyone have a life. But for that, you have to understand one thing, that good people need to come in politics. There are already good people there. It's not that we don't have good people in politics currently. If it would have not been there, it's not easy to run the biggest democracy and the most populous country in the world. It is still running, and you can see how it's running. So what I'm trying to say, that youth has to understand that to be a change maker, you have to be there. And this is by the people, for the people, and of the people. So why are you scared? If you have the limit, please come to the Lok Sabha, come to the Vidhan Sabha, and make the change happen. We all need the youth energy, but the genuine youth energy. So why not? I am encouraging everyone. Yes, and one thing which people can complain, that we don't get to go more ahead in our political life because of insecurity of political leaders and nepotism and all that stuff. I am assuring one simple thing: if you have talent, then there are good people in politics who will give you encouragement. Please come up. Rather than criticizing everything. I know, and criticize. Criticizing should not stop. But people who want to be change makers, please come up, especially in politics. That's how the new India is shaping up.
Superb. So here, audience, one of the foremost thing that we've got to learn here is that if you wish to be a change maker, join politics with the thought process that you have to bring change in the society. Now, moving further, Mr. Singh, I am so glad that you're coming in from, you are one of the leaders from Jharkhand. But there is a very unfortunate situation there that the youth is really bleeding. They're not getting the kind of jobs. Uh, they have to work across India, they have to move around. And this is the sphere that I would really want, that what are you doing to get them jobs to be very stable in their system?
So you have asked about entire Jharkhand.
Yes.
And to change Jharkhand, you need to have a great leadership. Leaders are there. I'm not pinpointing on any individual right now, but that leadership of decisive rule, where to make Jharkhand as a Jharkhand, has yet not arrived. We have had patches, some this government, some that government, but the day a leadership really comes with strong leaders, you will see that actually the youth will see the changes happening. Till today, it's all about talking, very less performing. I'm not saying nothing has been performed. It has been, but very less. So much could have equally been more performed. Like we have adjoining states like Chhattisgarh, which was formed with Jharkhand. We have Uttarakhand. Please see the condition there and see us. We are not doing so great in compared to the youth employment. I'm not saying that government is totally responsible for this thing, but what I am saying, that an era will come where you will see the youth of the state getting what they have always wanted, and their career and thing just not staying till the election manifestos, which has we have seen ki banenge, when we'll become, we'll do this, we'll do that, but lot of them not getting implemented. So I've said this before also: a career of a youth and his life is not just an election manifesto that you write anything and then you don't complete it. I've also said this: if a party declares a manifesto and if they are not able to complete it, and if they don't have a valid explanation to the people, then the person heading the government should resign, because you cannot sit on bad performance. You have to perform, or otherwise justify yourself properly. So what I feel, that era of Jharkhand is going to come, where youth will finally see that how much they are talented already and how much the state will give it back to them. I'm hopeful. Let's be hopeful, and that's the message. Because right now I cannot bring a change because I'm not sitting on that chair. When I sat on the chair, I did make a small change, not very big, because the CM's chair is a very big chair. Then you can ask me about the state. Right now, you can ask me about the place. So when the day comes that we are at that chair where we can actually make a change, then I'll answer to the youth.
All right. So when you said that you made a change, what was that change?
See, it's a very small change, but it's a very prominent change. Like during our time, we introduced one of the models called Surya model. Surya model, just to relate with me more, because people have faith in me, because the funds were here. So what we did, that, like I said, your first question, your grandfather and father, you both have been in the public service, judge and politician. How will I fill those shoes? Of big shoes of legacy, by adding something more and learning from the mistakes. So what I did, that Surya model is straight away going to the village, gathering all the village and asking them what's the problem. And then they come up with many problems, but then there's a consensus, like one final thinking, hey, this work should be done most right now. We just sanction the fund for that.
All right.
So this is a change. You can see what, and through that, I'm not exaggerating, at least 250 to 300 villages, works are done. You can today also go and see. And where the works were not done properly, we took action for that. So this is how I want to encourage the politicians and politics, accountability and ownership, which I am doing. What responsibility I got, I did it. Everything is not about winning and losing elections. Now you see, when a sitting CM loses an election. So winning and losing is not the thing. What is then, what have you done genuinely? And there lot is yet to be done. I'm saying that also. Because development has not happened so honestly how it should have had happened by our predecessors. But I'm not going to do the blame game now. Now we have to make the change, and I'm looking forward that again, when given up opportunity, we'll make a bigger change.
I'm so sure that the opportunity is on your way. And since you said that you're still not a political leader, you come from that background. Would you wish to be there standing? Would you want to be a political leader? Do you want to contest for one of the seats?
See, right now we are contesting, but it's just that one person stands in election and we all support it. I'm a karyakarta, I'm a worker, I'm a political worker, and my duty is to make lives better. And if tomorrow party feels that yes, I should contest also, because right now I'm doing service without asking for the post. It's the problem when people ask for post, then it becomes, but obviously at the end this is also the fact that your signature holds the value. You cannot make the change until unless you're sitting at the place, that chair. So if the party thinks yes, we will bestow him with some certain opportunity ahead, and he has to be answerable for that. And if I am ready and I can take that, why not? I would.
Wonderful. Now, moving further, I have a very important question. You just now mentioned, like that, not maybe just now, a few days back, that Hindi should be the language of India. That should be the, of course, it's a mother tongue, but it should be the only language that we should have. But we are here in in India, it's a multilingual place. Like people from different sectors, from different places, and they have different languages. But you've been imposing on Hindi. Why is that so? And how would you implement this in the society now?
You just answered my question in your own question. India is a multilingual state. So, which multilingual language can be a national language? None. Because we respect all. There's only one common language which is understood from Kashmir to Kanyakumari since the time we have existed, or like the era has come. So, which is that language? Hindi. Our constitution is also written in Hindi and English, no other language. And if you go to a state in their respective state language, which is a fantastic thing. I've always said respect all languages to the core. But what is Hindi? Hindi is no one's national regional language. People have written, they have given it respect by writing Hindi along with their regional language. But from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, all these states have their own language, no Hindi. So you have to agree to one thing. Otherwise, which state right now will tell that make my regional language national language and entire country will agree? No, you cannot force this naturally also, because people won't understand. So Hindi out of all, see, we should not waste time. That's why our country is fighting for useless things.
True that.
Hindi, please declare. There is no rocket science in that. Don't waste country's time. Don't make people fight on it. No one is going to have a problem. If you declare it as a national language, who will have a problem? And if someone has a problem, please justify. Then if you are saying that which language to make a national language, give an option. English? Okay. So English, do you want Britishers to come back again? No, English we respect. It's a medium of learning, but it cannot replace your culture. Because it is associated with other countries' culture, and we respect that. It's a universal language which we all learn and we all respect, because tomorrow it helps us to trade, work,
Yes.
make relationships better. But first we should look about our country, and how will India be known? Which language? No language. So there has to be a language. And out of Hindi, other than Hindi, because Hindi is where 90% of the population will say yes, 10% will say no. Because even if you do the biggest thing, best thing in the world, still someone will revolt. But you have to think about the majority or minority. Simple. Let's work for the development of country, and these issues, Hindi and Hindustan, these all things, just declare it once. Like you said, Hindi language. What's the problem declaring India a Hindu nation also? What's the problem? When 80% of the total population of the country is Hindu, So what is wrong in that? And especially when, as a Hindu, I am saying that another 20% is also most important. We have to not make them anything less than a brother, because this is their country also. Then 80%, if you are making a Hindu, let's just finish. These are the topics where countries' youth, like career is getting wasted. They are making them fight in this, and real development is not happening. So I am just telling a message that, Hindu nation or Hindi language is good for everyone, because after we settle these things, and we can go ahead for development, real development, how to get jobs, how to Ram ke saath kaam bhi to chahiye. This is what I believe. Ram is good, Jai Shri Ram, but we want calm also, we want work also. So both are important. So let's deal with all these things, and let's make India the real world power. Till when we will keep on living in the era fighting on Hindi and Hindu? We should just spread peace, love, and work for development.
Beautiful. What a great thought. And I totally second this thought that we should be not be fighting in for Hindu or whatever, but we should only always be fighting or getting the peace. And this is what, as the leader, that you've been working relentlessly about it. Now, we've heard that, you, like you were just talking, to make Hindi a language, which is perfect. But when you move across the world, supposedly you're there in the US sector, the only language that is known to them is English. Now, how would you represent that, your Hindi is my language, and would you be making it sure that, well, while you're sitting on that platform, you speak in Hindi?
See, why not? See, Hindi is not supposed to be enforced on someone. You cannot enforce Hindi. Hindi is a love language. It is a requirement of a country to unite. Otherwise, we will get divided. I work to unite people, not to divide people. And I'm just trying to say that where we will stand up for Hindi, if I'm sitting at tomorrow at UN or USA or any foreign country and I have to speak there, if I see most of my audience is understanding English more comfortably, I'll speak in English if I can. And if not, then I'll speak in Hindi, because both the languages we know. There is no, language is never a barrier. Language is supposed to be respected, whether it's Hindi or any regional language also. They also have an equal respect like Hindi, nothing less than Hindi. No, 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 no. Hindi is not superior to any of the regional language. Let me clarify this. Every region has their own respect. But Hindi is mother, father of the nation. You don't fight with that. No one is fighting for Gandhi, na? He's on the currency. Mahatma Gandhi. No one is entertaining it, na? Because he's called father of the nation. So there is mother of language, Hindi. Hindu is the heart of the core of the people who have make up this country. So, and we have to send a brotherly message also. If you see generally in India, few things are happening which are not happening anywhere in the world. Example, our Muslim brothers. Muslims are almost fighting everywhere amongst themselves and collapsing. In India, they are not fighting, because Hindu has made sure that they stay with love and peace. I'm not a Hindu terrorist. I'm not a Hindu a person who will impose my thing. I'm just telling, understand a Hindu. He is supposed to protect you. And please respect a Hindu in India. Because if in India also you won't respect me, where will you respect me? And any Hindu who is doing wrong or making any other religion people uncomfortable, it's our duty to protect also at the same time. So I think so things will change now. The youth is coming, and you will see India actually becoming a world power. Our previous leaders have already done a lot, and they are still doing. But you will see a new energy, a strong energy, a new India will emerge.
Now, very rightly that you said for the Hindu thing, but here in our country, it's a very sad situation that we're fighting for Hindu Muslim. We are a multilingual state and a country. We are a multi-religion people. There's so many religions that we hear, but why are we still fighting for Hindu Muslim?
Sensible people are not fighting. Please understand. It's few people who have made this their business, they are fighting. And some people who actually don't want unity between Hindu and Muslim, they are fighting. Or some Muslims who are acting as an immigrant and they want to replace the original Indian Muslims and take their place, they are doing all this. I have always given this message to all my Muslim brothers. And I'm not just giving a message. I've done development for them the most out of all the leaders there. Also, they know that. In past 50 years, the most for the well-being of Muslim family, if someone has done in the politics from our area, we have done it in past 50 years. What we have done in 50 years, no one could do 5, 10 years. No one could do for 50 years. Got them electricity, got them road, got them sanitizer, many things. So I'm giving a very fair advice. Please don't get instigated by such things. Just respect your Hindu as an elder brother. And we are elder because when we go to Dubai, I don't go and say, na, we are elder. Automatically, we become a small brother there or any Muslim country. India, if 80% Hindu is there, it's a humble thing. Just think they are brother and take love from them. Like how you have a brother in the family, elder brother, you respect. Na? A small brother doesn't fight, na, how come you are elder? You respect the hierarchy in a beautiful way. So when you start doing these things, you'll see lot of Hindu Muslim problems will evaporate. And if something is happening, we will deal with them. Don't worry. And I assure all my Muslim brothers that don't be afraid. If you are true to the nation, just like how we are, and we are fighting for one India, no one needs to fear in India.
But that could be your story. That could be your thought process, not the other side. Here, Muslims, a lot of Muslims, majority of them, they're still fighting back. Now, that's also a very uncertain situation. Now, what should we be, as a message through this? What is your message to them?
Just don't participate in anti-India movements. Simple. And see the change happening. Because leave Hindu Muslim, we all are Indian first. Just don't do that. Please have belief in your faith. I respect your religion. We respect our religion. Let's not say whose religion is greater or small. I'm not making anyone feel bad there. And I'm not saying anyone is a bada bhai, chota bhai there. I'm just talking about respect and love for all. But what I'm trying to say is that simple thing. You won't get a better brother than a Hindu in this world because there are other religions also in this world. And I respect all the religion. Muslims can only get a true brother, and that's Hindu. But consider them like brothers. Open a big heart, and you'll see the change. I also agree. Some unfortunate statements are given by few leaders, but don't worry. These will tomorrow not matter much when actually a brotherly bond is formed. And that is how I see the politics ahead. Because if India needs to be the world power, Indians need to be united. Because not for anything, do it for yourself first, your country first, and your family first. Then comes the politician. Do this, and you'll see a change happening.
Wonderful thought. And I totally, have this faith that moving further, when we see you as one of the greatest leader, making and bringing a lot of change in the society, you already are doing so much. Now, see, there is so much that I need to ask, and this one of the very important question. You questioned Rahul Gandhi ji and Tejaswini Yadav regarding the visit of MK Stalin's visit to Bihar. Now, why was this? Why did you do that? What was the reason behind?
Because I want them to make politics better. That's what they're claiming. Na? They're worrying for the common man. If they had the power of calling MK Stalin to Bihar, especially what DMK and other people have said about Biharis and Hindi language, then it was also the responsibility of Rahul Gandhi and Tejasvi Yadav to make MK Stalin say on the stage that Hindu, Bihari and Tamil are brothers. Whatever has happened, forget it. Let's start a new future. This would have made the relationship better, na? People are trying their best. They are sensible. They are making but it's the responsibility of politicians to make it more better. If you cannot make Mr. Stalin do that also, what else he'll offer to Bihar? Just for the face show. If you have so much of good relations that you can call him to Bihar, out of all the places to Bihar, knowing what his leaders have spoken and what has happened about Bihar, so at least then you should at least make this change, a positive change that on the stage make life better for Bihar. I'm in BJP, no problem. I'll appreciate it. But being a Congressee, you could not do that also. So what you are promising ahead to people when what you could do, you could not do that day. If you cannot make the change there and then, what are you going to do ahead? Again, people are not going to get gambled now. Congress and UPA or India Gadbandhan, how many Gadbandhans and alliance they have made, I don't know. Every year, 5 years, a name changes. But whatever they have made, if they cannot deliver on the ground zero, what they'll deliver in future? Just imagine if Mr. Stalin would have given one brotherly statement, things wouldn't have been better back home also. So what was the purpose of coming then? I didn't understand. If you go there, and here BJP will not do it. No? They are your alliance. He has not come on BJP's invitation there. And please, let's do a progressive politics. So if Mr. Gandhi and Tejasvi Yadav could not make him say that much also on the stage, and that could have made a big change and would have given a signal to a progressive and positive politics of tomorrow, then what else? So that's why I was very disappointed, because Mr. Stalin going to Bihar itself was a very big thing and I appreciate it, but he should have gone and settled the old hatred which has been which has arisen because of the irresponsible political statements by his party. So that's why I was disappointed, and I think so as a individual you are also disappointed. If that is not happening, why are we campaigning then?
Okay, so Mr. Singh, I know that you are a great environmentalist. You are working for the environment, and your uh, campaign called Save Betla, Save Palmo. This is, this is globally being received so very well. Now, how did you bring this change? What all that you did to save the environment, and where are you looking forward to? How are you going to change the environment of our country? See, at this present moment, we are saying the environment is bleeding majorly. You see, at this point of time, many states are just gone. Deforestation has happened, a lot has happened. As an environmentalist, what are you doing for the future?
See, environmentalist, I'll just tell you one good thing is that people now are showing concern, real concern, and I'm talking about people, general people, the people who have taken up this cause for so many years. I respect them because they were still beacon of hope in this chaos of all this deforestation, all these things happening. But world is improving, and we are all understanding what is the importance of environment. My small initiative of Save Betla and Save Palamu is now actually adding up to the well-being of the park. I'm so glad, because I believe no matter you earn million, billion, trillions, if you don't leave a nice, leave back a good, clean air for your future kids to breathe, then this money is useless. All this infrastructure is useless when people will start dying in 20, 25 years of respiratory problems and this. Then why are you earning? What for what? Otherwise, don't have kids only, na? Why to leave them at such a bad world tomorrow where it's so hard breathing today only? What will happen after 30, 40 years? So this we all have to understand. No matter we are who, we all are not here permanently. One day we all have to go. We all love our family, leave the world. If we all love our family, but if you cannot, even you have, if you are a billionaire, trillionaire, that's the word which is going to come now, because this is never going to end. It's a never ending story. What will you do? Can you buy the entire ecosystem? No, you cannot. So we have to understand this is a medical emergency. If we don't start saving trees and planting new ones, leave one initiative, after few decades, there will be severe illness in everyone's home, no matter or irrespective of what caste, creed, or religion you are, or how rich or poor you are. So, if we are not acting on it, we are waiting for the real doomsday. So, I love nature personally. And since now I've got to be in, I'm an accidental politician, you can say. So, if I've come to politics, I will make sure that, whenever I have the authority, I will make this world a better place to live and take money out of it. You'll get tourism, balanced tourism, everything. But again, don't be greedy. Don't try to eat everything in one day, which our children and coming generations can eat for billion of years. Let's work for a better place, better world, and that's my vision for this environment goal. And I made a small change, and with all the blessings, what I got success in Betla Park, for 100 years it didn't happen because no one took the initiative, and it was one of the most important point where the park was suffering. So what I'm trying to say, that if me, can get a change. Why not all? And let's make this world a better place to live and breathe, and also for our future generations.
So, all in all, I see your intent that you really want to work for the society and make the world a better place to live. You're really working hard towards it, even if you're just a small, minuscule part of being a political leader. You have to have that seat to do a lot of changes. But with that, also, you're bringing a lot of change. We are so happy that in the expert room, we have somebody as an expert who is giving so many insights to the youth who's watching you. See, it is very important to have some icons here. When they see your ideology, your thought process, of course it changes, because here we are, when you're sitting here, you are an influencer and influencing all. Now I want to talk about, this is my personal question here in, at this present, the youth of our country. Now I'm coming back to this because, like you said, that you are the voice of the young India. Our youth is majorly wanting to go abroad and settle. If you see 50% or maybe more than that, they would not want to stay in India. They want to just go abroad and settle themselves because they feel that that's more, bringing them more money. That's the other uh, the bracket that we have. What do you have to say? How can you pull back the Indians, the youth of the India, to be here, work for your own country, bring more money to your country? And like you're saying, India is going to be a power again, but if the youth is moving abroad, how are we going to be that powerful?
See, India is always a world power. It has been since the mankind existed, right from Indus Valley civilization to Chanakya as a Chola dynasty. We have seen that. Without any arrogance, I'm saying that yes, we have trusted many people as a country, other powers, and today what has happened to India, we are making up again or working towards becoming a real superpower again. So youth who has gone outside, they have gone to learn. They are always Indian. They are making global relationship better. A small example, America, we respect America a lot, but I hope you are familiar where in 90s there was a problem called Y2K. Remember when all the computer systems and all were going to collapse? And America was one of the most advanced in the world. It is still. It was Indian, majority of Indian youth who went to US, stayed for few years, and they helped US to solve this Y2K, because entire country would have come to a standstill because it was all on networking. So it was India. India has made world. India has always been a brother. As an Indian, I'm not saying it's a message to every country. Please, but just don't tell India that you won't decide for India's internal affairs. You will not speak behalf of us to our countrymen. Our government will speak. That much respect you have to show to India, and India has been a brother always. And you can see, so what I am trying to tell you is that our youth who are going outside, they're helping the world to become a better place. And and obviously some who are migrating because of less possibilities here will surely see that later when we actually expand our economy in a good way, because right now many changes are going, you can see, and globally, not just in the country. We will have youth, to have more faith in the country. Just give choose the right people and you will be rewarded.
Very well said. That here all the youth who is watching us, because I know this program is going to reach millions of people who are going to watch this program, and through this there's only one message that being sent by Mr. Singh, is that we have to work for our country to to be a change maker, work for the country to bring change in the society. Now Mr. Singh, if you are not a political leader, if you are not an environmentalist, what else would you be? Where does your heart go if not into
I
politics?
would be sleeping in a forest.
Really?
Yeah, I would be breathing air, and because I like to have my time uh, in nature.
Okay.
That's one thing which excites me the most now.
All right.
So
So then we in case we are not finding you here in anywhere in the system
yeah.
here, we are going finding you here in the forest, probably doing sadhana.
Yeah, sadhana, and making things better wherever I am, because if I'm allowed to stay in the forest also, I'm blessed, because you need to contribute. You have to respect the forest to stay in the forest. If you don't respect the forest, you cannot stay in the forest.
Unfortunately, our forest is also facing a lot. Now, if I put your attention towards that, how are you saving the forests here?
Just say you have just mentioned it. Say Betla, say Palamu, we succeeded in one, and wherever I have traveled, I have interacted with the local community and told them how important this is, and they are understanding. They are not. They might not be educated to speak in English, but their basics are fantastic. That's why the cultures are still striving in our country. The real men are also in village. You know, even money cannot buy class. Remember that.
True.
It's I'm not judging anyone, but I'm just trying to tell you, even a person who is on a bicycle can be more entertaining than a person who comes from in a Rolls Royce.
Correct.
So we should not, and no one, and Rolls Royce also good people can come. It's not that I'm not comparing, but I'm seeing a very fact that our culture is thriving because there are real people in India. They love their roots, they love their language, they love their culture, and they know that forest is something which I'll tell you. See, I'll just sum up by saying one thing today. Whatever conversation we have had, because I also respect in my religion, I respect there is a creator.
Yes.
People have given all names. I will
Correct.
not debate on the names, but we have a creator, and I respect that. He's watching us right now, what's in my heart, and he knows whatever I've told you, I mean that. So, in short, if we actually work, India is a country which can lead the world because it has always led in the past and without any ego and arrogance. And we don't believe in crushing others while going up. We go up and help others.
That's how India has always been. And of course, when we say that Atithi Deva Bhava, this is the major thing that we've been told all through, like since childhood, we've been hearing this. And when people come here, we always, like you said, we push people to move further, not crush them. What a beautiful thought. Now, here, you as a leader, again, I would like to know from Jharkhand that you're healing. Lot of people from Jharkhand, lot of people who come here and work, and they're rickshaw pullers, and they're at a very small, workers that we have, and they're addressed as Biharis. This is I know it's very cruel of people across, and Arey, ye to Bihari hai. Now, when you coming in from there, and how does it feel when you hear this? Because it comes as a shame. We are a part of the same country, we are same people, but people do address them. Arey, Bihari hai ye to. How does it land on you?
Shame for who? It's just the mindset. It's a proud being a Bihari. Marathi ko they call Marathi only, na. So you're from Bihar, you're Bihari, a proud Bihari. I'm from Jharkhand. Before I was from Bihar, so I'm a Jharkhandi also, Bihari also. So this is a mindset needs to. Who is calling you that? This is the insecurity. We need to get rid of. These people are the people we don't need to concentrate. Everyone who is from Bihar is a Bihari. Everyone from Jharkhand is a Jharkhandi. UP may people will call the other name. They say, if they say Bhaiya, they say Bhaiya in love. UP may they say Bhaiya ji. What's wrong in that? If someone is from UP, let's say Bhaiya aaye hain, Bhaiya ji. We should make aim that we should make this Bhaiya word stylish in New York also. Why? Why? Let's have bigger aim. Let's have good Maratha people. They call Marathi. South Indian they call some other names. Whatever they are. Uttarakhandi. So this is, please don't let these things bother you, because if someone is trying to demean you here, then he's already demeaned himself before demeaning you. So it's finished.
Superb. Superb. What again? I mean, the kind of replies that I've got from you is like so encouraging, and me as a
No,
person
because I
feels
don't want
that.
people. Sorry, I'm interrupting you for the first time, but I just don't want people to fight now, because country cannot grow.
Correct.
We need to be one and we need to grow. So
Yes.
let's stop fighting, and especially the issues which are making people fight are useless issues now. Like I said, Hindi, Hindu, these things are not to fight, boss, because your own parents will say, yes, it is right. So why we are fighting? So let's work for a new India, a stronger India. The government is doing its best. It will still do better. But let us come together. Because if we are fighting, we are just pushing ourselves back and back, and also we are reducing the quality of life which we can live, but we are not living just because we are so ignorant about few things.
What a great message that we've got all through this interview today is that we should not be fighting anymore. The only thing that we need to attain is peaceful India, because India is a powerful nation and we have a powerful leader sitting next to us. Towards the end, I would like to know one message for all the youth who's watching you here, and of course, where do you see, because you've already, achieved a lot of milestones, but there are a lot that you need to achieve. What is that you want to achieve for yourself, and your message for the youth, a final message?
Think out of the box. One aim. Like, I'm a politician, I'm going to do politics. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do the best. You are an IT person, whatever you're doing, do the best. It will make the world strong, you strong, but think out of the box. Like, I'm not a medical person, but it's my dream that before I finally close my eyes, I want to cure blindness, like, and for free. And people who are a bit impatient obviously can queue up in the super specialty hospital, because I feel that that's one thing, if we can give, and without much complication, that is special surgery and all, something organically, if that, because we are close to it. Imagine if the government energy also goes in funding that. That is the biggest gift you can give to mankind, that no one will be ever be blind. Everyone has to see the world. This is me thinking out of the box. I am going to do my political work, but if I am going to get the chair, I am also going to take initiatives where I can generate money which can fund for this cause. Especially other causes are already going on. R&D is going on for all the things. So this is, I cannot take responsibility of many things at one time out of the box. But if my this idea clicks before I finally close my eyes, it will be remembered forever. Similarly, an IT guy can think out of the box. He can think making a software which can make India a global digital power in his lifetime, which he gives to India. This is what is out of the box. So have a name, and be true to your work, and remember my these words, that whatever you are speaking, know that the up someone is watching. Har Har Mahadev.
Har Har Mahadev. Beautiful interview. So much that we've got to know through you about your life, and of course about how you are working and going to work once you become a political leader. Once you're sanctioned a seat, also we are really crossing fingers that you get a seat, and whatever that you've mentioned here in this interview, because millions of people are watching you here, and of course they're going to be, taking note of it, that what has come through Mr. Singh, it's going to be done in the society for the upliftment of the society. Now, thank you so very
Thank you.
much. I am very happy and so glad that I met you, and
Likewise, thank you.
yes.
Yeah.
And my dear friends, in the expert room, like we have said, that vision meets conversations. I'm sure that you have got to hear a lot in this conversation. If you have, please let us know. We are looking forward to your feedback. Thank you. We shall meet you soon. God bless.